everybody, welcome back to Losing Laura. Hope everybody's been doing wonderful and welcome to Monday Weigh-In. Today, is it gonna be good, bad, or ugly? Or maybe all of the above. Let's jump in and see what happened in week 11. So week 11, not that it was much different than any other week before, but at the same time, it was a little. So let me tell you a little bit about my week before we jump into the weight loss, because I really am going to give you some good, bad, and ugly today. The good was I stuck to OMAD every day this week. I didn't fall off and I didn't cheat. I had my 1 meal a day and pretty much a 1 hour time frame. I did well there. The other thing was I did a 5K this past Saturday and I cut my time down by a whole minute from the week before. So that's great. I love seeing that time come down. I'm shooting for under 40 and I think I was like at 41:19, 16, something like that for this race. So that was the good things that happened this week. The bad? Oh Lord, it was the eating habits. The eating, I ate out 3 times this week. 3. Monday last week, I went shopping with my girlfriend. We haven't seen each other in several months, so we went to our favorite little restaurant. I didn't do too terribly bad. No, I'm lying. I did do terribly bad because the meal was street tacos, which I don't consider that too bad, but I did have a lot of chips and hot sauce and green sauce and 2 raspberry margaritas. Yeah, 2. So margaritas got me on Monday. On Tuesday, I did shrimp over zoodles, which I've been doing a lot lately, with some guacamole and some carrots. On Wednesday, I did fajita beef steak with guacamole and I think a salad. On Thursday, I had beef stew with loaded mashed potatoes and a bang and half of rebel ice cream, mint rebel ice cream. My daughter and I split that. Even though that's really not too bad, it is a keto-friendly item. Still, I felt like I was having ice cream. So that was Thursday. Friday, I had sort of a repeat meal of Thursday with the beef stew and the loaded mashed potatoes. And then the weekend came. So this weekend was almost just as jam-packed as last weekend. And this is where I started falling, and falling hard. Friday after work, I ran to a neighboring city because one of my best friends was doing her 100th half this weekend, and I was running over there to get a gift card for her. She loves going to Weekly's, a little place in Manville called Weekly's Snow Cones, and I was just going to pick up a gift card. I really was just going to pick up a gift card. But somehow, after getting there and seeing the snow cones, I decided to get one. Yeah. Not only did I have the margaritas and the ice cream, I also had a snow cone on Friday. Saturday came around. I did a 5K that morning. After the 5K, I had a water harvesting class where you learn how to harvest your water for your gardens or whatever you're needing it for around your yard, or a water feature. It was really cool. A lot of information, learned a lot. I really enjoyed it. After the harvesting class was over, we had a pre-race dinner Saturday night at a little Italian restaurant the night before the race. And there I had a blackened shrimp salad, 2 pieces of bread, and a Italian wedding soup. Now, not that I think that was a really bad meal. I could have not eaten the bread, but it was just, I think, eating out, a lot of salt. I don't know what goes into their foods. A lot of salt. My body just doesn't do well with the extra carbs and salt. I know this. So I'm trying not to beat myself up too bad. But I ate out on Saturday night. Sunday comes around. I did not run the half marathon Sunday, believe it or not. But I'm still up at 5:30 in the morning. Still hardly got any sleep this weekend. My friend Tammy and I decided we were going to cheer for Candace as she was finishing her 100 half marathon. So we went all up and down the course, cheering and just showing our love and support. Had a blast of a time. After the half marathon was over, we all went to BJ's Brewery to have lunch. That's my 3rd time eating out this week. Again, I did a Santa Fe salad with shrimp and chicken, and I also did a soup. I had tomato bisque soup. I drank water the whole time, both times, Saturday night and Sunday. But we did have an edible arrangement. Oh my gosh, those things are so good. I did have 2 pieces of fruit, partly dipped in chocolate. So my eating was horrible this week. Horrible. Totally bad. There was not much good about my eating this week, and the scale truly shows it. So that brings us to the ugly, the scale. So last week I was 199.8. So excited. I finally made it. I finally got there. Going to try my best to stay under 200 and not go back up. So this week when I weighed in, 199.6. Okay, so I didn't go up, but I certainly didn't go down much, honestly. What can I say? I've got to regroup. I've really got to regroup because this is what I'm noticing. I do a lot of YouTube watching. I got rid of my cable about a year ago and could care less to watch TV, regular TV. So my entertainment really comes from watching videos on YouTube. I've been watching a lot of OMAD videos, a lot of dieting, a lot of fasting, and I'm finding these channels that start off really well. Like one guy I was watching the other night, he had probably 100+ pounds to lose, started off really well. 40 pounds he'd lost in about 11 or 12 weeks, and all of a sudden, nothing. Like his channel just went away, and it's been over 2 years now. So he stopped at like week 12. And I started thinking about this because I've seen several of them do this. I have seen some that has made their goal weight. Like I watched OMAD Caroline, and she had her journey 2 years ago. She still kept it off. To even this day, she still kept it off. So I've rewatched her videos to see where she was at and what she did. She made it. Several others have, but a majority of people I'm noticing fall off the wagon somewhere between week 10 and 13, somewhere around there. So I got to thinking about it today. This is what I think really happens. You get 20, 30, 40 pounds or more off in those first 8 or 10 weeks, 12 weeks. You start feeling better. You start looking better. Even at the race, I hadn't seen a couple of my friends since December from my 100th half marathon. And one of them was like, "Oh my gosh, Laura, look at your waist. You're looking so good." Makes you feel good. It's like, people are noticing I've lost some weight. Yeah. But what do? Do we keep pushing forward to keep putting ourselves first and a priority and keep that weight coming down? Or do we slowly start slipping back into old bad habits, eating bad, and watch that scale go back up? And then we don't want to come face the camera and tell everybody we failed again. I really think that's what happens. So, regrouping. I'm regrouping this week. I do not want to fail this time. I want to keep pushing forward. I want to keep pushing on. Even if that means that scale goes up a little bit next week or the week after, or I drop a whole bunch and 2 or 3 weeks down the road, it goes up a little bit. I've got to keep going forward. Consistency, which is something I've always had problems and trouble with. So, yes, only a 0.2 weight loss this week. It sort of does suck. I'm not going to lie. I was really disappointed in myself. But when I look back over all my pictures to get ready to make this video, I did it to myself. I am responsible for everything I put in my mouth this week. And I'm taking ownership for it. Didn't need that snow cone at all. Didn't need 2 margaritas. They were good, but I didn't need them at all. So I'm responsible for sabotaging my weight loss this week. Next week, I want to try to do better. But until then, we've got to stop going through this roller coaster. I'm talking to myself, guys. I've done it all my life. The roller coaster ride of ups and downs of weight loss, then giving up and going back. I don't want to keep doing that anymore. So, lesson learned. I'm in that critical 8 to 12 week period right now where I'm starting to feel better. I'm starting to look better. People actually can notice a little here and there. And I don't want to slip. I've done it too many times in the past. So from now on, going to keep pushing forward. I'm going to make another goal. I didn't do any exercise last week because I had done so much the weekend before. All I did this past week was 1 5K. So the whole entire week, I only walked 3 miles basically. The whole week. That's not going to get it. That's not going to cut the mustard. So this week, even though I'm in the office 2 days this week, I'm going to try my best to get outside and get some mileage in. I have got to get to where I'm walking 5 days a week or more. That was my goal to begin with, 5 to 6 days. And see, I've already let that slack. So regroup, as I said before, it's time to regroup. All right, enough venting, enough griping. I've done it to myself. I know what I've done. I recognize it. And now it's time to correct it. So if any of you guys are like me, let me know. I know I can't be the only one out there that does this. I can gain and lose the same 30 pounds, and I have all my life. I want to push forward and get down to where I can say I finally lost 50 pounds, 60 pounds, whatever my body wants to finally level out at. I want to get there. That is the ultimate goal. All this little journey in between is going to be ups and downs. I know that. So from here on out, I've got to just keep reminding myself it is a journey. This is not going to be a steady weight loss every week. I want it to be. We all do. But like everybody's always said, we didn't gain this overnight. I know I didn't. It may feel that way, but it took us a while to get here. It's going to take us a while to get it off. So I'm going to take that 0.2 and I'm claiming it. 0.2 less I have to lose. 28.2 pounds down for week 11 as a total weight loss. All right, guys. I will see y'all next Monday. And hopefully we won't have good, bad, and ugly next week. Maybe it'll just be all good. I will let you know then. I hope everybody is doing great. Hang in there if you're having struggles like me, because the struggle bus was real this week. As much as I hated to be on it, I was. And Neil, the sad thing is I didn't even realize I was on it until the end of the week. That's what's sad. I really thought I was doing okay because I was sticking to 1 meal a day. I didn't quote unquote cheat on that. I ate 1 meal a day. But what I ate got me. So, love you guys. Thanks for being a part of my weight loss journey and family. I hope to talk to y'all soon. Leave me some comments. I try to respond to every single one, and it just makes me feel good to know that there's people out there in the same situation I'm in. I hope y'all have a great week. I will talk to y'all next week. Bye.